Hey everybody, it's Outside the Squared Circle back with you guys again for our third podcast. It's myself, Frank Dennis, and we have a special guest here today, Steve Upsher Chambers. Want to say what's up to everyone, Steve?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Showtime in the place.
Awesome. All right, so Dennis is going to go ahead and lead us off with a question, and then we'll go from there.
We got, like I said, we got a special guest here today. It's a pleasure to have him here. He's a very cool guy. He's going to give us his opinions on what he saw tonight, and he's going to be helping us out, giving us predictions on the big fight with Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, because we just got to know anybody who's in the sport of boxing, we got to know how they feel about that. So we're going to get onto that a little later on, but right now, how you doing, man? You doing good, Steve?
Yeah, I'm doing good, feeling good. Just staying in shape. I'm actually going to go and spar tomorrow. It wasn't my sparring; it was Rod's sparring, but his hands hurting, so I'm gonna go and fill in for him. So we keep our word. So I'm gonna go fill in for him tomorrow. But it ain't nothing. I'm feeling good. Right now, there's this glove company that I'm working with, where they're actually sponsoring me. But I've helped them design the gloves, because I know how they fit because I'm an actual boxer. So I know how I want them to fit. So that's how they designed them. And, I'm excited to be working alongside them. And, everything is, doing good. And actually, Rod is opening up a gym, and I'm going to be working alongside with him. And inside the mall, we're opening up a boxing gym inside the mall.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's something big.
Yeah, 16,000 square feet.
That's
it's going to be a cross training. We're going to have cross training in here and boxing. It's going to have a big boxing ring.
You was the last guy to fight Andre BERTO. Basically, you know what I'm saying? You was a very competitive. You was more competitive in that fight than what we see tonight. Not knocking Josito Lopez, but you were a very competitive fighter. So I want to know, just based off your opinion, what you seen tonight. First off, do you think that there was a premature stoppage?
No, he could have waited. He could have waited, and maybe let Josito Lopez get up and take a couple more punches. But for what? Like, there was no way he was making it through that round. Roberto was turned into a sharpshooter, and he was not going to miss those punches because Jose Lopez was right there and he was hurt. So no, it wasn't a bad stoppage. I was actually surprised with the way the fight went. That Lopez tried to box with him, and him doing that, he was kind of successful when he was winning rounds, but he was wearing down. His best chance was to go jump on. If he was going to lose his energy, it was to go and jump on Berto and lose his energy. And now Berto's tired too with you, but not what he did. That wasn't a good idea. Not for him, because he's not the best boxer at all.
With that being said, strategy-wise, what would you have done differently? Looking at your fight with Berto, if you can go back and do anything differently, what would you have done differently in that fight?
Just let my hands go, like I was in the first couple rounds, just a little bit more, and it would have been. I don't want to say easy fight, but it would have been a fight that I would have controlled. I just started allowing my mind to just take over and start thinking, talking to people, and then knowing the situation that I was in. It's like, I'm over my weight. This is a Heyman card. He's with Heyman. I'm going back to the corner. I heard him a couple of times, and I'm like, did I win that round? I don't know if I won that round. So I'm thinking I'm not gonna keep I don't know if these combinations are doing anything or anything. I don't know. So I'm gonna wait for these big shots, and I'm gonna crack him. That was my thinking. But now I would just let my hands go. Just let off my combinations, and don't worry about what the judges are gonna do, because that was really what made me think, am I winning these rounds? I don't know if they're gonna give them to me. So I just stopped and started waiting for big shots, trying to catch him coming in, which wasn't smart, but at that time, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, just to follow up with what you said. I know you said just in the back of your mind, wondering whether you won those rounds and what would the judges do if it was a closer round. Besides that, do you think his speed is what made you a little bit tentative to throw punches in certain rounds?
No, if you watch the fight, I can hear Virgil talking. I know Virgil.
Yeah.
I can hear him talking. He's saying, like, when you tell him to jab to the body, he said, he can't counter that, he can't counter that. I countered it almost every time, and it made him not want to jab to the body with it.
Right.
I came right over with the right hand every time. And the one time I looked over at Virgil, like, we were at the right angle, where I looked over at Virgil and smiled at him. Like, I mean, his speed, like, his jab, like, sometimes, the quickness of it, like, surprised me sometimes, but that happens in the ring. But
right.
His speed didn't deter me. What did deter me was, like, I like to fight in the inside. Even though I'm a tall fighter, like, I like to let off little combinations in the inside. He was so strong that I couldn't, like the way, like, and he was pushing a lot. And the referee kept telling him all night, stop pushing, stop pushing, stop pushing, stop pushing. At what point
right.
are you going to give him a warning to make him really stop
Absolutely.
pushing? I couldn't get started to throw a combination in inside because every time I got ready to, he pushed me. So, I mean, hey, it was a veteran move and it worked. If the ref don't call it, ain't no foul.
Yeah.
I can't cry about it. But, I mean, in the inside, he was strong. Like, it was like when I would go to throw uppercut or something, like if he blocked it, it just stopped right there. I'm just like, God damn, like, so I knew I had to do it from the outside.
Right.
Like if you watch the fight again, like you'll see there were times where I had him on the ropes, and like I just stepped back because I knew like it was like a wasted energy. Like if I'm inside, like 'cause he's grabbing a hold and he's pushing, so I'm not getting shots off the right way. Like they're just like glancing and sliding off. Like it just wasn't. It didn't feel right.
He was using a lot of the savvy veteran moves on the inside, and I think every card was a 99-91, but I thought the numbers didn't show how competitive that fight was. I've only seen the fight once. I saw it live, and I thought it was a very, very competitive fight. I enjoyed it. But I'm glad you brought up how tall you are because you have a big frame, especially for a 140 guy. Would you what do you think your cap is in weight? Do you think eventually you can get to maybe 154 at one point in your career?
With the right strength training, yeah. I mean, but I'm like if I'm out of the gym for like too long, like and I'm eating whatever cakes and all of that because I love sweets, like and I'm eating all of that, the most that I've been in my life is 163. Like that's the most I've ever been. Like now,
you're just
right
a naturally slender guy.
Yeah, like I went to camp with Raymond Serrano where he just won his fight on Friday Night Fights over Jeremy Bryan. And then they asked me to stay an extra week with Jason Sosa. He just won his fight. Wasn't televised, but he just won his fight by knockout. But, I was putting in 10 and 8 rounds. I was down in weight. And then after I came back, me and Rod been running around doing all this stuff for the gym and different things. And I haven't trained probably in about a week and a half. So, my weight right now is probably like 155. Like, and I've been eating crazy, like Reese's cups and all that, because they got the Easter candy out. So, I've been indulging a little bit. But I
envy guys like you. What's happening?
Yeah, I envy myself. I wish I had to keep that in mind. Like, you can't do this. Like you cannot do this. It's crazy that I can't get fights. Like, I mean, I understand, guys think it's a dangerous fight. It's too dangerous of a fight. I signed a contract 3 times. I want y'all to see my fingers. 3 times to fight Jose Lopez. 3 times. I have 3 contracts. I put one of them up on Facebook just so everybody don't think that I'm bullshitting. The one time, and that wasn't even from the time that it actually went down to the week of the fight that he pulled out of the fight with an injury and went on to fight. They kept on bullcrapping me all the way to the end of the year and that was part of that 17-month layoff. And then he ends up fighting Jesse Vargas.
Yeah.
And I ended up with the fight. So, you know, it's ridiculous that I can't get fights. My brother Eddie, he can't get fights. We were just talking about that less than an hour ago. Like, you have Chris Ariola on there, which, you know, Chris is he's a good guy, like a great guy. Henry Ramirez, I love Henry. You know, I talked to him about this fight. I gave him some pointers for Lopez about BERTO. You know, Henry, they're real good people. But when it comes to Chris Ariola and Eddie Chambers, like, that's not even a comparison. Like, but Eddie can't get fights, and Ariola gets on TV. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, and then I can't get a fight, but Jose Lopez is supposed to fight me 3 times, and then he keeps getting on TV at his right weight and losing. Like, me, I've never lost at my right weight, but I still can't get a fight.
That's what I want to ask you this then. Right now, being that you said you can't get fights, do you have anything in the cards? Have any names been brought to you? Do you have something coming up? Because, I mean, like you said, we haven't seen you since the BERTO fight, and BERTO has fought today. So that means it should be time for you, you know? So, I mean, what do you have coming up? Because I want to see you again.
I want to see me again. Shoot. the thing is, only offers that I get are unfair offers. They're on like 10 days notice at 150. Like, I mean, come on. That's what I get. Like, I just got offered that Cano fight, Juan Pablo Cano.
Yeah.
Which really, I looked at the fight. I'm like, it's like tempting not to take those fights because he can't. I mean, come on. Like, I mean, I can't say he can't fight, but come on, man. I would have boxed his ears off. But it's just the whole thing of taking a fight at that big weight. Like, I'll never get down to my right weight if I keep taking offers like that. Al Heyman and you know, I'm supposed to be working with them for my next 3 fights. You know, it's supposed to be getting me 2 comeback fights and then a big fight, you know, which I'll be a B-side guy against one of his A-sides, which is not a big deal to me because I'm not worried about none of them guys. But I still haven't heard anything yet. So hopefully it's not something that, you know, he tries to spring a 2-week thing on me because at a bigger weight, because it's not going to happen, and then I'll just not work with him ever. I'm tempted to just go and pay for my own fights again. Like, you know, I can do that. Like, I go and just pay for my own fights on local cards here, get a couple wins at 140, get myself in position, you know, do the whole politicking thing with the sanctioning bodies, and then get in a position where they have to fight me. And I want to just say, really just, I don't want to curse, but like, just forget all of them. Like, I don't want to work with Gold. I don't want to work with anybody because y'all didn't want to work with me, you know, when I was down. Like, it just doesn't make sense. All of these guys that just can't fight, like, and they're on TV and they're getting shots. And the thing is, I can sell tickets. Like, people like me. People actually like me. I don't know how, but they like me. Like, no. But no, I mean, I can sell tickets, and that can't be an excuse. I mean, maybe they look at the thing like, oh, black fighters don't sell tickets. Well, that doesn't apply to me because I can sell tickets.
Who would you want to call out if you could? If that's the route you might take by paying for your own fights. I mean, if you can just get somebody to, hey, say, okay, I see this, I'll get this guy a shot, let's go. Who would you typically call out that you would want to fight next? So, I mean, if they see this, they can definitely reach out.
Anybody at 140 can get it. Anybody at 140 can get it. As long as it's a respectable price, anybody at 140 can get it. And I say it not just now. I've said it for years and years, my whole career. I don't care who I fight. They put their fans on one leg at a time, just like me.
I definitely hear that. You know, it was a fight that I'd really like for you, and I've said this in the past before the Garcia-Lamont Peterson fight happened. I would have loved to see you fight Lamont Peterson. I think that's a really good styles clash.
And that's the fight that they would never give me because of the names and all of this and all of that. Like, but, you know, that's that's a fight that I'm open to. I'm open to any fight. Like I said, anybody at 140. I don't care who it is.
I would like to see against Santana.
I tried to get that fight. DeBella didn't want me near none of his fighters. He didn't want to let me fight him. Demetrius Salita, Gabriel Becerra. He had Chop Chop. When Chop Chop beat Gabriel Becerra, I wanted that NABF title. He wouldn't let me fight, and he actually told me this on the phone. And he said, to tell you the truth, we just want to get a payday with Chop Chop. We don't want you anywhere near him because it's not a good fight for us. That's his exact words on the phone with me. I mean, it's just like, come on, man. Either shit or get off the pot. Like,
Right.
Exactly.
Fight. Like, people lose. People lose a fight. Like, I'm willing to fight and lose. As long as I give it my all, let's go. We get the fans to show, let's go. It's not about an undefeated record and all that. Like,
I heard it here, Steve Upshur, you know what I'm saying? He's a great guy, tough guy, competitive guy for anybody at 140. I mean, I believe he should have a comeback fight soon. So anybody at 140, I believe a lot of people should be reaching out. So because there's a lot of guys at 140 that make great matchups for you.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what? Even though I want you guys, the fans, I want y'all to go down below and even tell us, leave comments, and let us know who y'all think he should fight and what good matchups will be a good fight for Steve. Let us know down there in the comments, guys.
So just a question about the going back to the BERTO fight. Did that do anything for your career in terms of like did people like know who you were now? Like, oh, like that's the dude who just fought Andre, but did that do anything positive or even negative for your career?
it did a lot. It's crazy. You would think that I wanted to fight. Like when I just went to the camp, we're in Eastern PA, and it's not a big boxing town. We're in the gym. It's like a MMA kind of a boxing gym, and we're in there, and kids and their parents are coming over asking to take pictures with me out of nowhere. I'm getting dressed to get ready to spar, and they're like, Mr. Upsher, can we have pictures? I'm just like, yeah. Like, I'm like, wow. Like, what the heck is that? Like, wow, I'm not used to this. Like, but and like the outpour, like on Facebook and Instagram, like my Instagram, I don't know how many people I have on. I think I got like 11,000 followers. I also did do a little bit of bad because now people that see me fight, people at 150 pounds. I fought Luis Palazzo at 150. I fought Eddie Gomez at 150, and I fought Andre Berto at 150. I gave them all hell, but now that I'm coming down to 140 and 135, they see me fight, Andre Berto like that, and he couldn't even hurt me, and I've hurt him. Like, I'm coming down to 140, 135 now. Now them guys are really ready to fight me.
What was it like being around Floyd Mayweather Sr. as a trainer?
When I was out there filming the show, that was a lot of people, 99% of people don't get to experience that, like what I experienced, like being on the set and being, at the house and being at the gym, being around Floyd and Floyd Sr. and, being around all of them, like on an everyday basis. Like I got Floyd Sr. coming to my hotel room, banging on the door, like he kept calling me pretty boy. They all kept messing with me on the show. Because all boxers are supposed to be ugly, and I'm not ugly, I guess. So every morning the makeup girl is in my face, like she got me sitting in a chair, like, all right, go to pretty boy, go to pretty boy. And so that's when Floyd Sr. was calling me. And he'd be banging on my door, pretty boy, what you doing here, man? Come on, man. He's a real cool, funny guy. Like, he don't take no shit though. Like he had us going out there running those mountains, and you gotta work. Like he don't take no for an answer. You can't give him no back talk, no nothing. Like if he said it, do it.
To make a segue from Floyd Sr. to Floyd Jr., obviously he's given us the fight we all have wanted to see for some time now. Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao, May 2nd, man. How do you see it? How do you see it shaping up? Who do you think's gonna win?
It's a tough fight. It's not a fight that Floyd can take easy. It's definitely not a fight that Pacquiao can take easy either. The way I see it playing out is the same way that Zed's fight played out, same way that the Shea Mosley fight played out. The first, 2, 3, maybe 4 rounds are difficult, because until Floyd puts that information in his computer, and then once he does that, he's going to start walking him down and pot shotting him with those lead right hands, and then he's going to start to break down a little bit, and he's going to start beating him down, like around the 8th, 9th, 10th round. Like he's just going to start beating him down, walking him down, hands up, walking him down, beating him to the body, beating him to the head, just banging him. That's what I see.
You heard it here. Steve Upsher is taking Floyd Mayweather over Manny. But since you seem so confident in your pick, do you think that Pacquiao can do anything to win the fight?
In those early 2 to 3 rounds, that would be the best time to do it. It ain't gonna be no just outbox Floyd for all night. Like, that's not gonna happen. And his best chance is in that first 2 to 3 rounds is to catch Floyd with one of those punches that Floyd don't see. And clip him and hurt him and maybe have the referee stop it, or clip him good enough that he puts him out like Marquez put him out. I mean, that's the only way that I see him winning. I don't see him. But one thing that I can say is, if it's anywhere near close, they're taking that fight from Floyd.
Okay.
I believe that with all my heart.
Okay.
If it's anywhere near they can justify that, Pacquiao threw way more punches or this and that, they're going to take that fight because they want to get that away from Floyd and that power that he has, like the negotiating power. They want to get that away from Floyd. Plus, it'll force a second fight,
right?
Which will be even more money. My prediction is not like, this is definitely going to happen. Like, I mean, that's what I feel is going to happen. But, it's boxing.
Oh, absolutely.
It can happen.
That's why we watch the fights, because we don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and sometimes fighters come in. Like, I know for a fact, there's been plenty of times earlier in my career where, I'm feeling good in camp, and there's a guy that, I should beat. And it's just like, wow, I feel like shit tonight. Like, and, you can't say nothing to your corner or anything. Like, you don't want to say it to anybody. Like, I used to say it to Eddie, like, before my fight, I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I feel like this. Like, and then you get in there in the first round, it's a slow guy, a slow plotter, journeyman is coming forward. And, like, it's in my mind, like, wow, this guy is actually faster than me tonight because I'm just not there. Like, but, I still get the win. I still figure out a way to win, but just sometimes you have those nights. So, I mean, it's not out of the question that Floyd or Pacquiao might have one of those nights.
Right. Definitely.
You never know.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why we watch, because anything can happen for sure.
Well, I definitely got to thank you, Steve. You've been a great feature for us.
I think
we really appreciate you coming on, and you've been so cool. I really hope you get the fight you want. I mean, I'm hoping they see this and something happens for you, because you'll be a great fight for anybody at 140, like you said. And I really just appreciate you. I thank you so much for coming on and supporting Outside the Square Circle.
All right, so once again, man, thanks a lot, Steve, for coming on. You've been a great guest. You're our first guest, actually, so that's a milestone for us, which makes us feel good. We appreciate your honest answers, and for everyone watching, man, comment on anything that you'd like. Be objective with us. If you didn't, tell us what you liked, tell us what you didn't like, and please subscribe, man. We're gonna put a subscribe button here. And we're going to go ahead and put our Facebook like page on here as well. So if you can go ahead and give that a like as well. And I'll go ahead and give Dennis the last word, and then we'll get out of here.
Absolutely. I want to thank you again. I appreciate it. You have been a very, very kind guest, man. I love you. We got to have you back here We got to have Rod here. We got to have Eddie here, you know, because it'll just be great to talk to those guys too. Like I said, I hope this gets out. You get a fight soon, ASAP. Like I said, all of those guys, anybody at 140, it'll be great to fight. I want everybody to get in there, subscribe, leave your comments, let us know how you feel, let us know who you think he should fight. Hey, and fighters, get at him. He's ready. You know what I'm saying? He's ready. He's ready to make the fight, make a splash at 140 because he's never lost there. And I thank you guys again.